Chalo, good.
Straight shot, that's what you need.
You know, but I'm a little tired of what? Bad shots with good outcomes. I guess that's a better rule in business than in golf. Something I don't always like, getting the distance but not necessarily the lift. But you tell me, this must be extremely true with your cyclical business, right? There are often days you try and hit what would be a terrible shot, but somewhat it gets you on the fairway near the green.
Yeah, you have times. I mean, accidentally, how I got into transmission really was an accident. We never were looking at this segment. And then Bombardier people came in from Canada and they said, hey, can you build this for me? They were having some whatever constraints. And we worked that day till 12 at night. And we said, let's do it.
Okay.
And today is all this biggest pillar.
So when
it's
you
a
talk
business
about
that I really enjoy.
The biggest pillar, how much of your group's activities in terms of revenue does it contribute?
We do 2,300 crores. So this would be 450 crores out of that, but growing. The order book is growing very well.
Okay.
They're all long-term contracts, 7 years contracts, 8 years contracts. So it's quite, stable state business going about.
I want to take you back to cycles largely because that's what resonates with the public. I mean, many of our viewers would have either used them when they were young or are still looking to buy bikes for their children, if at all they are living in a place where they can ride a bike in India. You know how the roads are. What is it that you've aspired for in that business? It's currently based out of Ludhiana, right?
Yeah. We make 5.6 million cycles a year, 19,000 cycles every day. And from 5.6, we have to take it to 10 million.
Okay.
We are not present in the world market. It's a big, it's a small fraction now. But then we have to be local. Nobody knows Hero, over there. So we're buying some local brands that people can relate to.
In which parts of the world?
Denver is the first setup we've opened up.
Okay. And why have you chosen that market?
Denver, USA, biggest market.
Yeah.
Much bigger than India.
Right.
India, we make 15 million cycles. USA is, 20, 22.
Yeah.
India price point is 3,000 rupees. There is
what about the cost?
10,000 rupees.
The cost pressures. Because, undoubtedly, we'll take a shot. Undoubtedly, the demand is one piece of it. But, the cost of supply is something that's made you very, very advantageous in India. What happens to your cost structures, your margin situation when you're in the United States?
So we are cost leaders. If you take India and India as a customer base, then we are cost leaders.
Yeah.
Then you have to lock in money into supply chain, inventory, and the other costs and all. Hero is known as a tight cost leader.
Yes.
That's what we have to do.
And are you able
my father is really pushing me all the time on this, and you got to watch out. You have to strike a balance there.
Do you find it easier to cut costs even while you're in the United States? I mean, we know talent is expensive. We know hourly wages in general for a certain kind of skill that you might be looking for are not easy to find either. So what is that challenge like?
So cost has to be converted into productivity. What is the gain out of that? In Germany, they pay 30 euros an hour, but they're the best car makers.
Yeah.
So they're productive. And so we translate it. You think lean. I mean, the cost is in the head.
Yeah.
The gold is right here. You think lean and then you go forward on that.
Firstly, when did you join the business? At what age?
87. I think I was 24 that time.
So was it a natural transition for you? You said, okay, I have to join the business. There's no other way for me anyway.
It was quite a given. As a kid, I'd go to the factory, enjoy it, walk with my dad in the factory. How you see it growing, you enjoy creating wealth for everybody, creating a product that moves the country.
Yeah.
So it is just within. I mean, if you cut my blood, there'll be, I'm sure,
he wrote it
oil in it.
Oil in it. Okay, last 1 year has seen a huge amount of transition around the Hero Group. For example, we've been looking at a big change coming in from the point of view that you've had businesses that have now split, businesses that used to exist as one colossal have actually moved on to being several pieces on their own. I suppose in many ways it's good because they allow everyone to operate as a separate unit looking at its own profitability and goals.
My uncle and my father, they're two very respectful figures who've done a fantastic job.
Yes.
From nothing to where we have come today. So anybody who joins Hero, some of the values are anybody who joins Hero, supplier, partner, technology partner, they are there for life.
Yeah.
So our dealers, how many cyclical recessions and all they would have seen, but they've really stuck to us. So those are the values that we are taking forward.
Yeah.
But now technology, I mean, I'm really fond of technology, best of technologies we got.
Yeah.
And I'm down to people.
But as an individual, as a businessman and somebody who can find value and identify it, has it been easier on the group in general to be able to do your own thing as opposed to being very closely interlinked like you were for many years?
Yeah, I mean, there are pros and cons. Earlier, I'd got a business. We used to make mopeds there, and I needed technology. So I got BMW, I got Piaggio, I got Peugeot to the table. But for contractual obligations of the past that we'd signed, we could not do it.
Due to the Honda Group's
due to the earlier contractual obligations. But it's okay. I mean, there were pros, cons in that, and the whole family was there. Now I'm free.
Yeah, that's important. So
now there's a complete story to write now. Now there's a complete story to write.
And so that story that you intend to write in a certain way, what is that story going to be from Pankaj Munjal's point of view?
I met some people in the past. I met friends like Sunil Mitra, and then you keep asking them like a sounding board, hey, what am I into? What does it look like? So as I told you, we will focus on cycles. 10 million is a big figure. It's 7% of this full that world market. And we keep the eye on the ball. We keep moving with times. We make the times in cycle. We can set the tone over there. So that's one business.
Yeah.
Transmissions is another business, really, really exciting. So we met Mr. Tata some time back and we were discussing we can make the nano transmission for you. But then the cost of nano and the transmission, they want to go in that proportion. It's a mismatch.
Yeah.
But they need that technology. So I can get that technology, Indian cost structure, volumes, and then feed them. It's a whole new game.
But is that plan working out with the Tata Group?
We are at it.
What are Pankaj Munjal's dreams besides playing great amount of golf?
Cycle leadership. Then this recreation transmission leadership. These are the two. One, automotive technology, B2B, and one is B2C cycles. This is where we are. And in terms of golf, where were you last seen playing out of India? I think Monte Carlo was my last game. Yeah, Monte Carlo, just by watching the sea and having a nice blue for yourself. But what is it that urges you to take up golf so passionately? I know it also runs through your blood actually. The entire set of Munjals have got some mascots of golfing in the middle there. It really lightens me up. I mean, I really enjoy. We meet with our friends, school friends. We have 4 buddies, Ducky, Pavan, Cheki and me. Yeah. So don't ask their full names because I don't know them. That's how we've grown up. But how much you enjoy, play, bond with each other, share thoughts with each other. Do business also? They do business. Do you all end up doing a little bit of shop talk on the course? A little bit. Yeah. It helps. Does it help to use them as a sounding board? It helps. You need a sounding board. Lovely. There are very few people you can go up and say, hey, what's this? And then they give you this constructive criticism. That's it happens. It's not like 4 friends go to play, come back as 4 enemies because the game got lopsided. No. I'm still closer? I guess so. You win. $50 for you. $50.
Another important part of putting is to understand what topspin would mean in putting.